equations of lines, and we'll be focusing on conditions for parallel lines. Conditions for the equations of lines that are parallel. If you now look at this, if you look at this diagram, look at this graph, the red one, y is 2x plus 3, and the blue one, y is 2x minus 3. These two lines, as you see, are parallel. The question is, why? What are the conditions we're looking for? Would you identify those conditions looking at these two lines? Great. So, two lines are parallel if both of the lines have the same gradient. If you look at this one here, the gradient of this line is 2. If you look at the blue line, the gradient is again 2. So they have the same gradient. That's why you have 2x here, and that's why you have 2x here. The gradient are the same. Now, the most obviously that they will pass in different y values. Here, the y-intercept where this line passed through the y-axis is 3. The blue line passed through the y-axis at minus 3. So here it doesn't really matter if the y-intercept is different, but the gradient must be the same. So the gradient for the line y equals 2x plus 3 and y equals 2x minus 3, both gradients 2 is that's they have gradient as 2. If you see this condition met where the gradient are the same, those lines are parallel. For each of the lines given below, find the equation of a line parallel to it. Y equals 3x minus 2, y equals 2 of 5x plus 3, y equals 10 minus 6x, 5y equals 15x plus 3, 35. You may have to divide both sides by 5 here to get this in this format, y equals. Have a go, press pause, and when you're done, press play. Okay, now here, the first line, let's look at the first equation. Y equals 3x minus 2. If you look at this here, the line parallel to this must have 3x because the gradient has to be the same 3. So we have y equals 3x. Now the y-intercept could be different. So that's why I put C here. So it doesn't matter what value you choose here, you are correct. So if you put 3x plus 2, you are correct. If you put 3x plus 7, you are correct. Whatever value you put here, you are correct, provided the gradients are the same. The second one here again, the gradient has to start with 2 over 5. So here, y equals 2 over 5x. Whatever value you decide to choose here is correct. You might put minus 3 here. You might put plus 7. It's up to you, but you are correct. This, I prefer to write this slightly different, just like the equation of a straight line. So I'll write y equals minus 6x, because that is the gradient, plus 6. See here, again, whatever values of c you choose, you are correct. Yeah. If you want to keep it to this format, so here you must maintain the gradient here minus 6. Then you might change the 10. So you could use 9 minus 6x. It could use 5 minus 6x. It could use minus 10 minus 6x. Provided the gradient is the same, then that is correct. The last one here, you need to divide both sides by 5 to keep it in the format. So if you do that, you got y equals 3x plus 7. So the line we are looking about is y equals 3x plus whatever value you choose. And that is correct. Try these questions. Press pause. Have a go. When you're done, press play. Okay. The first one, you will have y equals 12x plus whatever value you put here. That's correct. Second one, 4 over 11x plus or minus your c value here. Whatever c value here is, any value of the constant c is allowed. And here you will have, again, minus 3x plus your constant. If you put it in this format, whatever value you choose here, minus 3x is correct. Again, divide both sides by 6 to keep it in the right format, which is y equals 3x plus 4. Again, y equals 3x, whatever y-intercept you choose here, that is, again, correct. This is the exam question. Find the equation of a line parallel to y equals minus 3x plus 5, but passes through this point, minus 2 and 4. This is a typical exam question. Now, they gave you this coordinate so we can work out the value of C, the precise value of C. That's why this coordinate is here for. Have a go. Press pause, and when you don't, press play. Okay, so equation of a line parallel to this has to start with minus 3x plus c. To find the c, we need to make use of this coordinate. When x is minus 2, y is 4. Minus 2, y is 4. Substitute that here. Then 4 minus 3 times minus 2, because x is minus 2, plus c. Now that will give you 6. 4 equals 6 plus c. Then c has to be a minus 2, because 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So the equation we are looking for is y equals minus 3x minus 2. So this is the particular equation that is parallel to this line, but passes through this point.